Hello mga ka-listeners, welcome again to my class, Nursing Pharmacology. Today we'll discuss to you some tips on how to recall the names of your cephalosporin drugs. Okay, let's go. First is your first generation cephalosporin. Actually, there's a prefix cepha. All cephalosporin having a letter A after a name Ceph, letter A after a name Ceph, are all first generation, except Cephaclor. Again, these are some example of your first generation cephalosporin. There is a Cepha or Ceph having a letter A after the word Ceph are all cephalosporin. Example, your Cephadroxil, Cephalexin, Cephasolin, Cephalothine, Cephradin. Another thing we need to remember by using the Father help me fuzz my pharmacology exam. These are some of the expressions that can help you recall the names of the cephalosporin. Again, Father help me fuzz my pharmacology exam. Father, cephadroxil, there's fad there. Fad because of father, cephadroxil. Cephazolin, cephaz, okay, cephalothine, there's pH here in the word pharmacology. Cephalothine, cephalexin, cephadrin, cephalosporin. Okay, there's another modification of the name cephalexin because the other spelling is Cepha, F-A, but still the same. Again, Father help me fuzz my pharmacology exam. Father, cephadroxil, cephazolin, cephalothine, because of the pH here, cephalexin, cephradin, cephalosporin. Okay, those are example of first generation cephalosporin. Next is your second generation cephalosporin by using the expression furry fox face tanned by a pro. Okay, furry, cefuroxime, furry, cefuroxime, fox. Okay, furry, face, cephox because of cefoxetine. There is a cefoxetine, fox, face, FAC, FAC, cephaclor, ton, cephoted ton by a pro, ceprosil. Okay, furry, there's furry, again, furry fox face tan by a pro. The example of your second generation drug, cephalosporin, cefuroxime, there is FUR, furry, FUR. Next is fox, cefoxetine. Next is your FAC in the word face, cephaclor, FAC. Ton, cephoted ton. Next is pro, ceprosil. Okay, ceprosil. Another expression you can use is fuck Laura, the professional asshole, is still on the phone. So what is this statement implies with? That is for cephaclor, fuck Lor, cephaclor, Laura, Laura Carbeff. Another thing is professional, PRO, cephrosil. Next is as whole. There's Z here, O and LE. Cephmetazole, as whole sounds like. And then your phone. Example implies with cepfonizid, FON, cephon. Okay, again, fuck Laura, the professional asshole, is still on the phone. That is your cephaclor, Laura Corbeff, Prosil, then cephmetazole, cepfonazid. That's for the second generation cephalosporin. Third is the third generation cephalosporin, all ending in IME or IME, except cefuroxime, because cefuroxime is a second generation cephalosporin. Okay, what are the example of your third generation cephalosporin by applying all ending in IME except cefuroxime are all third generation cephalosporin? That is cefotaxime, there's IME. Another thing is cefixime, IME. It ends with IME. Ceftazidime, IME. Cefpodoxime, IME. Ceftizoxime, IME. Another thing is to apply the Filipino expression. This is a funny expression, by the way. Fenge po ng pera to fix my TB. Again, fenge po ng pera to fix my TB. Okay, fenge. Cefetamet. Cefe because fenge. Cefpodoxime po. Cefpodoxime. Cefoperazone. Fenge. Perazone. That is why perazone. Cefoperazone. Next is the fix. Fix. Cefixime. Cefixime. Another thing is there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 letter T's are present. That is why ceftazidime, first letter T. Cefotaxime, second letter T. Ceftizoxime, third letter T. Ceftriaxone, fourth letter T. And last is ceftibutane. That is why TB sounds like ceftibutane. TB. Ceftibutane. Again, fenge po ng pera to fix my TB. Fenge. Fenge. Cefetamet. Cefodoxime. Cefoperazone. Cefixime. Ceftazidime, first letter T. Cefotaxime, second letter T. Ceftizoxime, ceftriaxone, and last is your ceftibutane. 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 Okay, that is for the third generation cephalosporin. How about your fourth generation? Your fourth generation cephalosporin has a PI and QUI or P key. That is, for example, cefepime, cefepime, PI. Next is your cefepirome, cefp, PI. Cefkinome, there's key here, kinome. Again, cefepime, cefepirome, cefkinome. There's key, there's PI, cefepirome, cefepime, PI. Next is your fifth generation cephalosporin. That is a combination of your cept and your ol. Example, your ceftobiprole, cept. There's a cept here. Then plus OL, ceftobiprole. Ceftaroline, cept, OL, ceftaroline. Then cept here, cept. There's a cept. Ceftolozone, all, OL. Ceftolozone, ceftolozone. Again, fifth generations is a combination of your cept and your OL. Ceftobiprole, ceftaroline, ceftolozone. Next, we need to know what are the parenteral forms of cephalosporin. Number 1 consideration. All T except ceftibutane. All T except ceftibutane. Do you have any idea? Do you have any idea? All T except ceftibutane. For example, that is your cefoxetine, cefotetan. Cefoxetine, cefotetan. Cefoxetine, cefotetan. Cefotetan. Another example is your Cefmetazole. Cefmetazole. Another example is your cefotaxime. Cefotaxime. Very good. Another example, ceftriaxone. Another example is your ceftazidime. Ceftazidime. Have a letter T in their name except ceftibuten and ceftidoren. That is a parenteral form of cephalosporin that can be given via IV or IM, parenteral, but most of them can be given via IV. Another consideration that you can know, that you will know that it is a parenteral form of cephalosporin. Okay, number 2, having letter Z in their name. Example, like zone, zolin, zole. Example, cefmetazole. Cefmetazole. Cefazolin, very good. Cefazolin. And your cefoperazone. Cefoperazone, very good. And next is all fourth and fifth generations. All fourth and fifth generation are considered as your parenteral form of cephalosporin. Last is that having DINE or dine. Example, your cephradine, or can read as cephradine, cephradine, it's okay. Cephradine, very good. Another thing we need to know is that the oral form of cephalosporin. Okay, number 1 consideration, having an OR in their names. Example, cefaclor, there's an OR. Ceftidoren, there's an OR. Loracarbef, there's a OR. Oxyl, having an oxyl in their name, like cefadroxyl, there's an oxyl. Cephalexin, there's a lexine, there's a lexine, oxyl. Having a DINE in their name. Example, your cephradine or cephradine. Having an acetyl in their name. Example is your cefodoxime proxetyl, that is acetyl. Having a zeal in their name. Example is your cephrozyl, that is. Having a chlor in their name. Example, your cefaclor, very good. Having a butane in their name, that is an oral form. Butane, ceftibutane. Here is the ceftibutane. Okay, butane. Next is your denier in their name. There's a denier. Like for example, the cefdenier. Yes, cefdenier. And having a seal in their name. Example, the ceftidoren pivoxyl. Ceftidoren pivoxyl. There is a seal in their name. Again, last thing we need to consider is the cetyl, cefuroxime, acetyl, cetyl. And I think I mentioned already the zeal, cephrozyl, very good, cephrozyl. So those are the things that we need to know, as some of my tips that you can still remember, that may help you not to memorize but to recall the names of the oral form and the parenteral forms of cephalosporin. That's all. And watch out for my next topic about some category or some classifications of your antibiotics. Thank you.